All right, so what is a thesis statement? I can introduce a topic, maintain a clear focus throughout the text, and provide a conclusion that follows from the text. So one of the ways that we can do it, introduce the topic, is our introduction. Maintain a clear focus throughout the text. This is where our thesis statement comes in handy. Let's see why. All right, so first let's talk about what is a thesis statement. A thesis statement is a sentence that sums up all the main points of a topic written in a multi-paragraph paper in order. Okay, it is usually the last sentence in the introduction paragraph. Notice I said usually, not always, usually. Okay, and it is the roadmap that leads the reader through your paper. So whatever order your thesis statement is written in, the rest of your paper is going to be written in that same order. Okay, so let's look at our model paper, and I want you to notice, what do you see in our introduction? Because we're going to be talking about introductions tomorrow. So let's go ahead and look at our, try to find our thesis statement. Okay? What is the thesis statement in this paragraph? So go ahead and with a partner, look for it. Pause the video if needed. All right, so if you said the thesis statement, her breed is one that is very special and is very popular pet with an interesting history, along with you will learn about the appearance of bulldogs, how to care for them, what they are like as pets, and a bit about their history, you are correct. Now, the main part of the thesis statement is her breed is one that is special and is a very popular pet with an interesting history. That is the main thesis statement. And then the part that follows, you will learn about the appearance of bulldogs, how to care for them, what they're like as they are pets, and their history. That is the roadmap part. Okay? And their essay is written in the same format in order. So the very first thing you're going to learn about is what they look like. Okay, the second thing you're going to learn about is how to care for them. The third thing you're going to learn about is what they're like as pets. And the fourth thing you're going to learn is a little about their history. That is the order of the paper. Okay, so let's move on. So how do you write a thesis statement? Well, there are steps. First, you need to pick a topic. What are you going to write about? Then you need to form a question about your topic and answer it. And we're going to play a video that shows you all this. And then next, you're going to list the main details, the main parts, the main information that helps support your answer. You need a minimum of 3, okay? And then take the information from step 1 and 2 and combine it. So here's my example. Dogs are fabulous pets because they are great companions, can be trained to help people, and are protective. So let's watch this handy dandy video on how to write a thesis for beginners so that you can get a little bit more clarification on what I am talking about and how to write a thesis statement. I actually found that it was a very good video. That's why we're going to watch it. Okay, let's see if I can make it bigger. Okay, so hopefully that brought clarification on how to write a thesis statement. So first you're going to form a question about your topic and answer it. And you're going to answer it with 3 reasons or details, and then put them together to form one statement. So my question was, how or why are dogs fabulous pets? Because, okay, so dogs are fabulous pets because they are great companions, can be trained to help people, and are protective. So you're going to do the same thing. Why is hunting important? And then you can say hunting is important because blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Okay, and don't really write blah, blah, blah. Okay, so if you have any questions on how to write a thesis statement, let me know. Okay, no, I didn't want to watch the video again. Okay, so how is my thesis statement like a roadmap for my paper? Okay, so my thesis statement example, dogs are fabulous because they are great companions, can be trained to help people, and are protective. For the first part is the main topic. This is what your whole entire paper is about. Dogs are fabulous pets. And I forgot to put pets in that part. But dogs are fabulous pets because, right? So my whole paper is going to be about why they are fabulous pets. Okay. Next, my first body paragraph or my first reason or my first heading section is going to be why they are great companions. And I can talk about how cuddly they are. I can talk about how they keep people from being lonely. That having somebody, sleeping next to you, or like a dog sleeping next to you helps you sleep better, so on and so forth. So they're great companions. They can go on walks for you, whatever I want to write about in that paragraph or in that heading section. And each heading section, that can be more than one paragraph, by the way. So don't get just stuck on how many paragraphs, okay? So under the heading, you can have more than one paragraph. Okay, so next you're going to be talking about the reasons, body paragraph 2, or heading number 2, how they can be trained to help people. And you can talk about service dogs, you can talk about police dogs, you can talk about anti-anxiety dogs, you can talk about the dogs that help people read. So these are all the things that you can talk about, and that could be like 3 more paragraphs that you put underneath that heading. Okay, and then my last part of my paper is going to be how they are protective and what they protect. Okay, and that could be body paragraph 3 or heading 3, however you're going to be writing your paper. But my paper is going to be in this order. Boom. First section is going to be companions. My second section is going to be how they're trained to help people. And my third section is how they are protective. Okay, so my paper is going to follow that order. Okay, so my entire informational paper is going to be about dogs. And the thesis statement tells the reader exactly what your focus is going to be on the paper. They know this from your introduction. And from the introduction, they find out, do I want to finish reading this paper? Yes or no? Okay. The reasons, details, or facts that you write about in your thesis statement must be in the same exact order as the rest of your informational paper. Okay. That's why it's like the roadmap. Okay. Any questions so far? All right. So things I want you to try to avoid when you're writing your informational papers is in this paper you will learn about. Don't do it. Okay? In this report, I will tell you about. Or any combination of the above. I don't need to know. Just write it. Okay? You don't need to say you will learn about. You can just say dogs are fabulous because ba-bum, 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 ba-bum. Hunting is fun because ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. You can say that dolphins are interesting because da-dun, 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 right? You don't need to say I'm going to learn about or anything like that, okay? Try to write a thesis statement as my dog example or the Superman example in the video. It didn't say in this paper I'm going to tell you about why Superman is so cool, okay? No, it didn't do that. So I want you to avoid that. And I know that the model paper uses the phrases above, but they are a bad habit that I want you to avoid. You will thank me later, and your future teachers will thank me, okay? I don't want to see those. I don't exactly agree with the model paper because of those statements, okay? I don't need to know. And I don't need to know that this is the introduction. But you can put on there your headings for companionship. And you can put in a heading for trained to help people, things like that to help me. And I don't need a heading for conclusion, okay? I get that, all right? So, excuse me. But these are the things I want you to avoid, all right? I'm not trying to be a mean teacher. I'm just trying to make you better writers, okay? So, your turn. I want you to write a thesis statement for your informational paper. You should already have at least 2 to 3 paragraphs done. Your introduction, whether you love your introduction or not, make sure your introduction paragraph has a thesis statement, okay? I want to see your thesis statements. And then I want you to complete the writing time by writing more of your informational paper. Remember, it is due like tomorrow or Thursday. So I want you to make sure that you are getting a lot of it done, okay? And your teachers might be nice and might give you extended time, but really it shouldn't take you that long to write that much of a paper, okay? And this one is something you should already know about. You don't need to do a lot of research, okay? So if you need help, please let me know. When it's time for share time, you're going to share your paper with your partner, and you're going to look for your partner's thesis. And then they're going to make sure that the paragraphs following your introduction and your thesis statement follow the main orders, or the main order that your thesis statement is written. Okay, because it is the roadmap. It's kind of like your table of contents, sort of. Okay, so it says what order that your paper is going to be written in. Make sure your paper is written in that order. Questions, comments, or concerns? All right. Well, I'll talk to you later. Have fun. Enjoy the writing process.